Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. Let's compute the antiderivative of a radical function. So we have here another radical function, and again, this is discussed together with the previously discussed rules, because at this time we can use here the power rule, because we have here the integral of 10 cube root of x squared dx. When you look at the radical expression, our radicand is a monomial expression, so this is possible under power rule. But if it's no longer a monomial expression, let's say it's a binomial expression, so there is another rule for that. We will be discussing that later as well. So we know that for the cube root of x squared, when written as an expression with a fractional exponent, that is equivalent to x to the power of your numerator would be the exponent of your radicand, and the index, which is a 3, becomes its denominator. So basically, this could be written as the integral of 10 and x to the power of 2/3 dx. Looking at this, of course, it fits to the criteria for the power rule, because your n is not -1. It's basically fraction, which is 2/3. Then this rule may be used later on, n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay, so we'll be using that later, because we can still use here the constant multiple rule as we take out 10 integral of x to the power of 2/3 dx. Now this time again, it fits this idea, so we will have here 10 and the integral, no longer containing integral. You have x power of 2/3 plus 1 over 2/3 plus 1. Then you have here plus c. Now, let's just simply simplify the exponents and the denominator here. That's actually 10 times x to the power, let me rewrite it here. So you'll have here 10 x to the power of course, 1 plus 2/3 is actually 5/3. Please don't forget about that, because 1 can be 3 over 3. This is also the same expression or coefficient for our denominator plus c. Now, let's try to rewrite x to the power of 5/3 into a radical expression using this idea where the denominator of the exponent becomes the index. That's actually equal to the cube root of x to the power of your numerator of your fractional exponent 5. So this would be equivalent to 10. Then we have here cube root of x to the power of 5 still over 5/3 plus c. Allow me to introduce another space here, because when you have here a fractional denominator, you can use the reciprocal of that, as we have here 10 times 3 over 5. Okay, then you have here the cube root of x to the power of 5 plus c. Okay, because that's the idea of fractional denominator. Okay, you will have to reciprocate that and it becomes another coefficient. Now here you can see that 10 can be divided by 5, leaving 2. So this would be equivalent to 6 cube root of x to the power of 5 plus c. Now for some cases, this is already acceptable, but since we have learned already simplifying radical expressions as the exponent of the radicand exceeds your index, you will have here cube root of x to the power of 5 can be written as cube root of x cubed times x squared. So this could be simplified. You will have your x cube root of x squared. So our final answer is actually 6x cube root of x squared plus c, since we have learned all those process of simplifying radical expression. This is the antiderivative of the given radical expression here as part of the process. If you're not convinced with this, of course, you can always try to derive that, and hopefully you will arrive to the same original form to verify whether our answer is correct. Thank you very much for watching. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now!